Okay guys, welcome to our Mamemeister 10-minute mashup. I'm going to turn this down a wee bit, it's a bit loud, can't hear myself speak. Right, this game is the iconic Bruce Lee by Datasoft. It was released in the UK by US Gold. And yep, it's an early game. It's one of the first games, one of the first computer games that I ever actually got to see. Back then it was running on an Atari, and you know, that was right at the time when, as an 80s kid growing up, Bruce Lee was an absolute icon for myself and many other kids. And so being able to emulate the great man was just absolutely awesome. And how do I actually start this game? Okay, sorry about that guys, I had it set to the wrong joystick. Yeah, as soon as my local computer shop bought this, I was right up there. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, you can bugger off. Yeah, I absolutely love this game. It's a simple game, but the thing that I loved about it combined two sort of genres. First you had your platform game, but it also bolted on a sort of, a somewhat basic fighting game as well. I mean, there's two moves, there's the flying kick and there's punch. But being able to play as Bruce Lee was just awesome. And what they cleverly did was they enabled, with a second player, a second joystick, one of the second player could control the green sumo, or I was going to call him Butchu. Butchu's the guy in Yer Kung Fu. I think he was just called the green sumo. For sumo, I think that's what he's called. Quite why he's green, I have absolutely no idea. Don't know. Now this game, it's also quite an easy game, although I'm probably going to struggle to get anywhere because I'm getting old and my reflexes aren't what they once were. But it was one of the first games that I completed, and I thought it's because I was a ninja, but it turns out it's just because it was an easy game. Now what I like about this, which you'll see, if you come down too low, alright, he's got a hell of a long punch, you notice that? Look at the wee greens, in fact. They'll try all they can to basically take you down. But yep, to progress you pick up the little lanterns, and once you pick them all up, what sometimes happens is it unlocks doors and that kind of stuff. Now I've actually got this set to infinite lives just for the purpose of this. I didn't want to die and then go back to the start again. But you know, technically wise, I wouldn't say it's a particularly good game, because I mean, if you look at the way he sort of jerks about, and even sort of, you know, it's not the smoothest kind of game. He jerks about, stops running and that kind of stuff, but you know what, that didn't matter. It was all about the playability of this game. This game came out for all the 8-bits as far as I'm aware. It certainly came out for the sort of Spectrum. Came out for the Spectrum. It first came out on the Atari 8-bit. In fact, the Atari 8-bit, the Atari 8-bit is actually the better version. It's a bit smoother. It's like a lot of Atari games, they came out on the Atari first, and then they were ported to the C64. But because the Atari 800 had been out a lot longer, they'd basically got to grips with the hardware, so you tended to find that some of the early games that were on the Atari and the C64, they were actually far better on the Atari. Stuff like Stealth, Rescue and Fractalis, Fort Apocalypse, stuff like that. Ah, arse. That's why you should never put infinite energy in this game, because if you fall down there, it's curtains. Because it basically means you won't die. You won't die, and yeah, you'll be forever stuck in eternal damnation. No, 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 no. Oh, that was close. But yeah, the levels in this were so well laid out. I mean, it's typically kind of Japanese with the sort of, it's got a right kind of oriental theme to it. I was surprised they never actually brought out a sequel to Bruce Lee. It was begging for a sequel. They did bring out, what was it called, Zorro, which was kind of like, it was always looked at as being the unofficial sequel to Bruce Lee, but Zorro just wasn't up there at all. It was nowhere near as fun as Bruce Lee. What I loved about this is you could basically kick these guys, or this you'll see here, boom! You just punch them in the nose and knock them into the, whatever it's called, I don't know what these things are called, the explosion thing. Damn it. I'm going to have to go back up to the top here. Or can I cut across here? Nah, I can't. But it's an easy game to play, but it's balls. It's a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, you showed a kid who's been reared on PlayStation, and he's going to look at that and think it's an absolute mess. Why would you want to play something like this? And it does. It looks a bit messy now, but you know what? For anybody that had a computer back in the day, you'll have a lot of fond memories of this game, and it still plays really well today. There was bits like this that were always a complete sod. This particular screen's not too bad. No, it's the screens that follow it that are even there. They've got lots of these little ramp things. And basically, you go into a screen, you pick up a lantern, a bit of either that screen or another screen opens up, which then allows you to progress to another screen. Now that white thing, like that, the wee white bit that holds these things, oh shite. Yeah, it's instant death. Oh, that was close. Now, that was silly. What I need to do here, is climb up. Well, you can see that it's moving down, and as quick as I'm trying to climb, I'm basically treading water. Come on, keep going. Yeah, the graphics are pretty shite. It's slow and clunky, but you know what? Bollocks. It's enormous fun. It really is. It's a classic 8-bit game from way back. You know what? I'll just die. It's quicker to die than up. Yeah, it's very, 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 very similar. It's very basic. Arse. But that's part of the appeal. As you can see, I am absolutely pants at it. I'm hardly even trying here. I really need to make a concerted effort to crack on and come on. Am I missing something here? What am I missing? I must be missing something. I think what it is see, that's going way too slow, way too quick. Now, if I was to fall in here and die, like so, because I notice it's obviously... Now if I go back this way, does that change it? No, it doesn't. Right, I need to die again. I've never ever been stuck on this level, and it's probably because I've never not made this little bit. So I mean, come on. Arse. I am using an Xbox 360 controller, which isn't the best. It's not got the best thumbstick for a game like this. What I really need to do here is, does that actually reverse? I don't think it does. Right, I'm going to have to try and go for it when it's going a bit slower like that. Oh, you silly twat. I don't believe that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't recommend you use a 360 controller in the thumbstick. It's just not very good. Trying to get a diagonal is a bit tricky. Whoa, sweet child of mine, that's it. Right, up here. Yeah, looking at it now, it does look quite a messy looking game. You know, you couldn't really rate the graphics as being particularly good. It's actually quite messy. It almost looks like user defined graphics. But you know what? Somebody was saying how, you know, 8-bit games, it was all about using your imagination. You did, when you were playing this, you really thought this was you climbing up like walls of lava and, you know, stuff like that. Alright, yep. I mean, it's even, you know, you pick up that and rather than a door open up, you get a wee square appears at the top. But you know, that's just how we rolled back in the day, guys. And a little ninja makes his... Now what I loved about this, let's see if we can get the guy going. Right, I'll need to wait for him to come across. If you start running with them, like so, you can kill them. Oh, that didn't work. Right, come on. Kaboom. Oops. Don't know what the wee ninja's doing a wee dance. Let me stop. But yeah, I mean, the fighting the ninja and sumo, they were more there just as an annoyance. It didn't really stop you. The challenge in the game wasn't fighting these guys, it was actually completing the game itself. But it was a nice wee extra, having guys that constantly track you down. And you can see there the little door has opened at the bottom. Like so. Anyway, listen guys, that's almost 15 minutes, so I'm not going to play any more, but this is I'll guarantee there's nobody watching this that hasn't played it or at least seen it. It's an absolute classic. If you want to do your history, if you claim to know your history of computer games, then you must have at least completed this game at least once. If you haven't, then I'm ashamed of you, and go and rectify that right now. Because this is part of gaming folklore. Yep, anyway guys, as usual, thanks for watching.